Hello, y'all. Welcome to part 2 of my Dutch East Indies Fascist Path playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, The Road to 56. In part 1, a civil war broke out in what is considered Indonesia, essentially, and we're playing as the fascists led by Sukarno, who is adhering to the ideology of Marhainism. I think that's how you say it, Marhainism. And historically, he was an Indonesian orator, revolutionary, statesman, and nationalist who was the first president of Indonesia and acted as such from 1945 to 1967. He led his people's struggle against the Dutch, and during World War II, he and his nationalists collaborated with the Japanese in exchange for them aiding in the spreading of nationalist ideas. It should be noted that he founded the original Indonesian National Party, or the PNI. And as for his ideology, let me explain that. It is Marhainism, as I've said before, and it is basically, from how I understand it, Marxism adapted to Indonesian conditions. And it says here, for its description, a more right-leaning variation of Marxism, Marhainism is adjusted to Indonesia's social conditions and emphasizes nationalism and collectivist economics, as well as democratic rights, while condemning liberalism and individualism. And honestly, it was developed as a variant of Marxism, essentially, so you would think it'd be more communist, but due to how the ideology system works in Hearts of Iron 4, I suppose it made more sense to put him as a fascist instead of a communist, since there is the whole Communist Party of Indonesia. They are a thing, so that's maybe why that's been done. And plus, I don't know if it's fair to say Sukarno was really a fascist in terms of his ideological leanings. He's just sort of classified here as that, honestly. From I say that as someone who's read a little bit into his background and his biography. And now we're fighting the Dutch East Indies, who are going to be backed up by our former overlord, the Netherlands, probably. So we have 2 units moving in Sumatra, 1 unit in Java, and 2 trying to hold out in central Kalimantan. I need to deploy more units, don't I? Well, when possible, I will do that. And let me close out this decision available tab or notification. And it is late October 1939. And also, in Europe, Poland has already been invaded. The German Reich annexed all of it. They also took out Czechoslovakia and left behind the Czechoslovak state, and they also have part of the Balkans. For some reason, it was highly decentralized, and somehow Serbia survived intact in that whole conflict. I don't know how they did it, but they did. And Italy is invading France right now. I mean, Germany and Italy are fighting the Allies. Germany is led by Heinrich Himmler. Since Hitler was assassinated, there was a civil war, and he and his faction came out on top. Oslo has joined it fell. It's Norway's in the Allies, and the Afghan Khanate joined the Axis. Can we keep pushing here, please? Any more troops, probably? Can we deploy anyone yet? No. Just get our units on the front line at the very least, so we can try to hold out, use last stand for now. And do we cancel this focus? I say yes. I'm going to have to do this. So what I'm going to do with that focus canceled, I'm going to go ahead and do the agreement. It is no secret that the Japanese have interest in our territory. However, perhaps we can use this to our advantage in our fight for freedom. And basically what this amounts to is we're going to ask the Japanese for support in our war against the Dutch, and we'll see what happens when we try to do that. They could possibly say no, which for us that would be very bad. Very, very bad. And is anyone helping them? Okay, we are at war with the Netherlands, I figured. So the Dutch will probably send more of their troops over here if we don't do anything. And this is, okay, I messed this up. Put this division over here. And let me get rid of all these garrison orders that are sort of unnecessary for us. All this area defense stuff for Army Group 1. Everybody needs to be focused on advancing forward. These defensive, garrison orders are like a holdover from before the Civil War broke out, because they just had divisions spread out everywhere. But at this moment in time, we just need units fighting to drive back the Dutch. The colonial government just needs to be defeated. Use last stand. Come on. We are trying to take all of Sumatra. The first Sila. In the investigating committee for preparatory work for independence has created a draft of the guiding principles of our fledgling country, known as the Pancasila, or the 5 principles. However, they have reached a disagreement on what would be the first Sila. Incidentally, this would determine the place of Islam within the government. Some push for the implementation of Sharia law for Muslims, while others would like to go further and hold every citizen accountable based on their respective religions. A minority among the committee has also stated their desire for a secular Indonesia and another a monarchist one. After careful deliberation, the committee has decided the first silo would be, we'll go with what the secularists propose, which are led by Sukarno, who is leading the Indonesia already. And this event sort of doesn't really matter to us, because to me it seems it's like it's more for a Indonesia that just becomes peaceful through through peace. It becomes independent through peace instead of through war. And that event's not going to really do much to change anything for us. It just changed the leader of the authoritarian party, which would matter more in the event, like I said before, if we had done all this, if we had broke away from the Netherlands without having a war, but here we are. So keep pushing in Sumatra, please. We need to deploy some garrison troops, it looks like. How are we doing with equipment? We are running out of guns. Figures. Okay, let's stop making that division. Deploy some of these colonial garrisons. These colonial garrisons are not that strong of units. I'm just using them as emergency troops to just fill out the front lines everywhere. So move these guys here, and we're just trying to overwhelm the colonial government and their supporters. Singular demand, well, the agreement is going to be done in about 40 days. We just got to hold out and hold our lines and overwhelm the enemy. Take this area here. We'll take Palangkaraya. And the Dutch are really moving some troops forward near Batavia, which is where the capital is. Move forward in Sumatra, please. Use force attack. We just got to overwhelm the foe. That's all we got to do. Overwhelm them and fight hard, please. Just advance forward. We need more of these guys. I need more weapons, honestly. So overwhelm this Dutch division. And I think they're being aided by the Dutch Air Force. The Netherlands joined the Allies. That is a mistake for them, isn't it? The fall of Paris. And the French Republic has capitulated. And the Germans have taken, the Axis has taken out France. Why would you do that, Netherlands? That was a mistake, wasn't it? That wasn't, in fact, they called in all the Allies to help them. Of course they did. The Germans would let us join their faction, I believe. I don't want to Turkey join the Allies. Of course they did. I don't want to join the Allies because if we did do that, we could join the Axis, but the reason I'm not doing that is because we would be without... The Axis would be helpful, yes, but the thing is, they'd be extremely far away. Like, I can join their faction right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. Unless the Japanese say no, I'm not going to join the Axis. We can hold out for now. I think they're going to send a lot of support, though. The Allies are going to probably send a lot of troops. On the bright side, one thing that on a local, regional level that isn't as bad for us as it could be is the fact that Australia is fascist in this playthrough. They joined the Axis, so they should at least keep the enemy busy. We don't have to worry about too much there. Come on, we can just win this war, please. Advance forward. Keep holding our ground or drive the enemy back. We got this. Get more colonial divisions deployed. I want to get the agreement done so I can make my mind up if I'm going to help the... Oh, great, they sent... Oh, no, they're pushing from British Malaya. Okay, stop the offensive. Stop the offensive. Turn around. You go watch the front here. This is bad. So let's move back some of these troops. This is bad. That is annoying. So... wait, I messed that up. Put these guys down here. Stop the offensive, except in Sumatra. Keep pushing there. Just launch the offensive in this area. Do we abandon Kalimantan? I say no. We need to hold on to it, but the problem is we're going to be outnumbered by British Malaya, who is undoubtedly going to flood troops in to help out the Dutch, and that is bad for us. Here's some Lend-Lease from the Congo Free State. Thank you. Lend-Lease from Mexico. Thank you. Non-aggression pact with the National Union, maybe? Not sure on that. Research slot available. Let's go with full power cartridges. I really need the support of the Japanese. They better not deny it to us. We'll be able to survive if we lose Kalimantan, although I would prefer not to lose it at all. It is brutal, though. And what do we do about this up here? We're not pushing forward too well. Yeah, we're not going to hold out this area. We're going to lose a port, maybe. That's bad. We may get cut off in Kalimantan. We need the support. We need help badly. Fall back, just fall back. You guys need to fall back in this area. Fall back to the port near Pontianak. Just fall back there and hold down the line until we can get some reinforcements, because this is clearly not working. We're too far away from a port, so just retreat if possible, regroup near that port, and advance forward. And also these units here. What are you guys doing? I messed up the orders. You advance here. Go. Just hold them down. These guys here in Batavia, just defend. That's my only order. Just hold down Kalimantan and Batavia, Java, and advance in Sumatra. Just get it done. We have one more extra unit than they do. They just have less units. The agreement is going to be done soon. Hopefully Japan says yes. They say no, we could be in trouble. Defend our port. Costa Rica joined the Allies because Nicaragua attacked them. And worrying refusal, the Japanese have not decided to give us support in our bid for independence. And that is great. So, oh well, let's go to the Axis then. Germany, Heinrich Himmler, Indonesia is going to join your faction. Please help us. Please. They let us join their faction. Well, at least that was an option. And now, in our focus tree, let's go for Kalimantan, whatever it's going to do. It's going to give us some buffs for our divisions, which is fine by me. Italy wants to help in our war effort, so does Germany. Please do aid us. Help us. Invade the Netherlands. Call to arms, please help us. I need your aid. I need any help from the Axis here. We're sort of isolated. And the Axis is going to be joining in the war for Indonesia's independence because we need assistance, big time. How are we doing at the port? We're holding the port down. We just need more troops. We also surrounded some Dutch troops here. Here's some more colonial units. And it looks like the Lend-Lease is going to be able to help us out ever so slightly. Deploy this unit here. And the Kingdom of the Netherlands has capitulated. Head up to this front line. Here's some Lend-Lease from the Third Empire of Haiti. Very interesting flag there. Thank you. The Revolutionary National State of Ecuador. Thank you. This is all the Lend-Lease we're getting. Guatemala. Thank you. And Peruvian State. We have no convoys for all this stuff, though. That's the problem. And can I justify on the Philippines? I'm considering doing it just to have it done. Conquer. Yes, that'll take 30 days. Because we're at war with a major power. And the ruling party is fascist. That's one thing fascism can do in Hearts of Iron 4, and that is justify wars quickly if you're already in a war with a major power. How are we doing with guns? We need more convoys. Winter clothing is done. Let's focus all of our production on convoys. All of our naval production. There we go. So some of that stuff is going to be ready soon. We just need convoys. We need also some allies here, please. Support 40. Get that done. Hold the port here. Australia cancels their Lend-Lease. Not good. And the Dutch are arriving more in, I think, in what? In Sumatra. That is not ideal. We gotta get more garrison troops deployed. Can you send us slightly more aid? Like some divisions would be better than nothing here. Australia, anything? Fall of Dublin has occurred. And Mexico is moving some troops around. Okay, they took over this. They took over Papua New Guinea. Well, Papua New Guinea, I think that's what you'd call it. Keep holding here, though. We gotta hold down the port. Just hold this area, please, guys. Use last stand. Hold back the Dutch. I know there's a lot of them, but we gotta hold them back. At least the Netherlands was forced to capitulate. British Malaya will have to do something about that somehow. Meanwhile, how's Afghanistan doing? They're fighting the British Raj. Very entertaining, that is. Advanced machine tools will be done soon. Well, I mean, it's already done. The German Reich canceled their Lend-Lease. Not like it made too much of a difference. Time for peace? No. No peace. Even though I couldn't really read which event was for peace or for which event was for peace. Well, I could read the event that was for peace. I couldn't read the other event that was for maintaining the war. And we gotta keep fighting. We gotta choose. We gotta hold out here. Don't lose to port. Use last stand again. There's so many units in Kalimantan. We need support. Send us help. Send help. And deploy more units when ready. This is so frustrating. We gotta focus on Sumatra, obviously, but I can't abandon this island as well. So irritating. Stop it. Use last stand. Deploy more troops. I don't know how we're going to get to Singapore and Malaya. Great, now we're stuck here. Well, that's not ideal, isn't it? Okay, we're going to lose this area, aren't we? Yes, we are. So let's bail out of this part of the country. Just head to another area of Indonesia. Just abandon Kalimantan. It's over. We tried to hold out. There's no allies forthcoming here. Or these guys are going to get destroyed. They retreated. Well, one division was able to retreat. The other one got destroyed. And let's focus on defeating whatever's left of the Dutch in Sumatra. Then we'll focus on Java. And then we can try and turn our attention somewhere else. And we would have a navy, but, I mean, I turned all my... We were only going to have one destroyer for a navy, but I turned all my attention toward making convoys. Just keep moving forward here. We had to outnumber the Dutch at all cost. And just deploy more units here, well, in Sumatra, while also trying to pressure Batavia, well, just holding down Batavia, even though it's not really working. They're putting a lot of pressure on us there. Yeah, move some units down. While also pushing into Sumatra. And now, we're going to have this focus done soon. I'm so glad we were able to join the Axis, because if we weren't, we would have been doomed. We would have been doomed completely. And are the Germans going to launch a naval invasion into Britain? I have no idea. I hope the Allies don't join I hope the Americans don't join the Allies. Any more units up here? Come on. Hold Batavia down. There's so many units. We need help. Send help. There's Turkish troops. No, there's units from Communist Nepal here. That is ridiculous. We need more units. Where's the rest of the military? Get down here, please. We had one unit get encircled. Of course we did. Lend-Lease has been cancelled by quite a few countries. That is frustrating. I need assistance. I would help you invade. I would help you invade the... Well, let me make sure prioritize reinforcements here. I would help you invade... I would aid the Germans in invading Britain if they could just help us in Asia. Will help us achieve independence. We could potentially be forced to capitulate here if things go badly for us. Use last stand. Meanwhile, in Sumatra, we have manpower. That's not a problem. Cut these guys off. I want vengeance for our units that got trapped themselves. Use last stand now. And I'm not sure why they aren't focusing on this island more. They are. This place is where their capital is, up here. And a focus has been bypassed. Move up here to Aceh or whatever. And we bypassed a focus that would put us into a war with British Malaya, because that's already it's already happening. But at least we got this focus done here that would gave us a good national buffs for our divisions. And now let us complete the focus military indoctrination. That will make, I think, the division times faster, as well as grant us a higher recruitable population. And are we ready to fight these guys yet? Not yet, no. Oh, it's paused for now. Go figure. And I'm just waiting to do that. Hold down the lines. Don't get overwhelmed. Destroy these division. Oh, great, they're moving in. They took a port. We're going to try and take a port. Where's the ports at? That's not ideal. Okay, this is annoying. So you guys, what can we do? This is so frustrating. Nepal, just stay out of the war. Go fight somewhere else. What do we do? I'm just having to stretch on my front lines. I need aid. Like, give me anything. Let me declare war on these guys. I mean, on the Philippines. What am I doing? Declare war on the Philippines. And that's done. Maybe we can get some help from the USA. I have no idea. And now, can we get any expeditionaries? I need expeditionaries. I can't request expeditionaries. That's rough. So, now I gotta deal with this. Help us out, please. Just give us some units. I need like 2 divisions from some country anywhere in the world to aid us. Any country that could send us any divisions would help out immensely here. I know everyone's focused on every other front, but come send us at least like 1 division. Constitutionalists join the USA, of course. Well, at least we'll have the Americans on our side. And we're going to get cut off from in Sumatra, aren't we? Yes, we are. And Constitutionalists are doing stuff. There's so many units. The German Reich is doing something. Can you please hold the line here? Fall back. Actually, what am I doing? Fall back, fall back. These guys are going to get wiped out if I don't hold a port. So fall back, fall back. That division's on its own. This is such a disaster. I just need aid. I don't have time to build up a massive army right now. Hold down that port in the south. Fall back. We got to abandon this colonial garrison troop. Please push forward. We need aid. Just need some kind of help. Aid us. We have some Italians here on the front lines, although I think the United States join the Axis. Okay, so we'll have the help of the USA maybe. Batavia is seeing they're advancing there. We have, who's holding out? Mexico is aiding us. That is our #1 ally at the moment. Thank you, Mexico. Thank you for helping Indonesia try to achieve independence. So fall back here. Retreat. Retreat to a port. You poor encircled Indonesian troops. We're just going to have Batavia at the rate we're going. So fall back here to Batang. Just fall back there. You guys have to hold down the line here at all costs. We have some German troops that may aid us. I have no idea. They're like lost or something. No, there we go. They're right here. And at least the USA joining the Axis means Canada will now be forced to fight them, and the British will be distracted having to deal with that, while also trying to hold back the Germans in any potential naval invasions. And let's check on Turkey. Turkey is holding out pretty well against Italy, who, since, I don't know, just not going well. Turkey, instead of fumbling an invasion of Greece, the Italians seem to be fumbling an invasion of Turkey. Liberia has been called in to fight us. Hold the line, please. Okay, we have tons of Axis support flowing in now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. We need help. We need the help. Okay, good. We took back the southern part of Sumatra. We gotta now go on the offensive. Non-aggression pact with the USA. Forget that. Cut these guys off. Destroy them for the sake of an independent Indonesia. And this is a brutal war for us, just due to the division count. So destroy this encircled unit with our troops, and try to take the rest of Java. Guatemala join the Axis. Okay. Destroy these units. Panama, nationalist Panama join the Axis. That's a very interesting flag. Let me see that. Road to 56 adds some new country flags, I believe. Let me check here. That is, wow. What kind of flag? Wow, that's pretty crazy. Anyway, back to the war in Indonesia. It could be going better. Haiti joined the Axis. I thought they were already in the Axis. Never mind. So keep holding out here. Fight on. Take the rest of Java. Destroy these units, please. These guys are gone. They're encircled. This one Dutch unit, well, I mean, they're a unit from Cuba, Costa Rica has capitulated. We have more Axis troops arriving. And we're down to 6 divisions for Indonesia. We gotta take the rest of Java. We have to. Destroy this division, though. We'll have to take Java. Sumatra is just a disaster. These guys got cut off. So they're going to be wiped out, probably. And now we just need more troops, really. More troops would be ideal. So let's move this one division here. Or no, let me fix this. That other one is stuck in Sumatra. They're done for. Just hold this line here so we at least have some kind of land connection. Yeah, these guys, just distract them. Just hold your lines, please. Let me check the casualties for this war. So we have taken 63,000. Meanwhile, the Netherlands, the Dutch East Indies have taken 11,000, and the Dutch took, they took what? They took. What did they take? They took 8,000. So overall, we've not been faring pretty well. We had some encirclements happen, which were pretty brutal to us, and now we're just trying to hold our lines. Can we please get these units back? Followed Cairo. That's down. Can you please move over here? Just hold that line from Java. And Romania joined the Axis. Hold that line from Java. King Carl II abdicates. There's a Turkish civil war. Well, everything's getting out of control, isn't it? So these guys here will now fully march into, they'll advance into the rest of Java and try to capture that for Indonesia. These guys, meanwhile, will hold up here. Just fall back, hold, please hold. They got wiped out. Figures. And modify officer corps. Let's get no, why do we need a cavalry specialist? Forget that then. So there's more people being called into a war. Forget that then. What can I actually do, though, that could help us? Forget it. Just forget it. And we have quite a few civilian factories. Let's build forts, or no, build a civilian factory here, modify officer corps. Yeah, military high command is pointless to look at that right now. Research slot available. Let's go to the SRD and research, say, army focus, get that done. Advance into Java, please overwhelm whatever the Dutch have here. The colonial government is wielding in this area. I mean, whatever they had deployed in this area. So get to Semarang, and then we'll take Central Java, then take East Java. The National Republic of Panama seizes the Panama Canal. There's a cyclist division from the Netherlands here. That is annoying, but whatever. I'm glad we have some Axis help now, in the form of soldiers. Can we please get some more Lend-Lease? That would be great. Advanced camouflage patterns. Let's research that. Move forward. Encircle these troops, please. Break through here. Cut them off. Cut these guys off and keep advancing forward. Can we get more supplies? We need firearms. We are down so much equipment. That is bad. Push. Okay, they're trying to drive us back out of Java. We're not going to let that happen, though. The Germans are going to move up to help us, maybe, or they're attacking. Thank you, Germany. What division is this? The 3rd Infantry Division of Germany is helping out. And Indonesia, I guess you could call them the East Indies Corps or something. I have no idea. And they're moving away now, but they did some work in breaking through that the bicycle division of the Netherlands, who's here in Indonesia. Keep moving forward into Java. Just trying to use our numbers advantage somewhat. Use that move here. Oh, great, they're moving more units in. Overwhelm these units, though. Defeat them. We got to keep holding this line here in Sumatra. We need more troops. I don't have equipment to arm divisions. It's infuriating. So take this port. Take this port. Focus. Distract these guys. Military indoctrination is complete. Now let us do the focus. I gotta fix our army. Let's go to this. Do this focus here. That'll give us bonus in land doctrine. Take this port. Good. Just pin these guys down and keep driving forward for the sake of Indonesia. This focus is getting done, though, and I'm still not going to do anything with the Army Corps. Probably military high command is just useless right now. Like, seriously, you want me to get a guy who specializes in cavalry for a war that has only infantry in it? And is there a naval invasion here, or no? They're just moving around. Never mind. And can we fight Portugal? I feel like we can capture Timor-Leste if we just fight Portugal. I'm going to justify on them. Is it the smartest idea? I would probably say no, but I mean, if we're going to secure everything we want in Indonesia, we might as well do it. If it would just say it was time. Here's some Lend-Lease from Australia, Lend-Lease from Panama, and we have built up quite a few convoys at this point in time, so I'm hoping that will help us out. And what is this about? Garrison support. Sure, we'll give you some garrison support. We'll give you 134k. I mean, we have tons of manpower. We should be fine. If we can just deploy these divisions, that could help us greatly, though. We're still holding the line here. The Dutch sort of stopped in South Sumatra. Just keep overwhelming the foe. Take more of Java, please. Pin them down. Or just distract them. Cut them off from any kind of escape. Pin them down. Come on, pin them down. Don't let them get away. Pin them down, then destroy the Dutch divisions in detail. Like, look at this. These guys are going to be stuck in Java very soon if they don't make a run for it through the port over here in the Lesser Sunda Islands. They just got to do that. They'd have to do that if they want to get away. Just keep driving back the enemy, force them into a route across the Sunda Islands, and that would be great for us. And I really want Timor-Leste. I want to fight them. I want to fight the Portuguese for that reason. And our allies are trying to break through here. It's not really going too well. Can we please get more soldiers in the field? We have convoys now. As long as we can get the guns, that would be great. Push forward here. We're going to move into the Sunda Islands, capture all this for Indonesia, and we'll have a victory here. This will be one front that will be secured. Sukarno speaks against the Portuguese government. Okay. And how is the war in the USA going? The Americans are, I don't know, they're having a fun time fighting the Canadians, it looks like. Here's some Lend-Lease from Haiti. Thank you, Haiti. From one nation on an island to another. Keep pushing here. Make our way even more into this area. Come on now. Our justification for Portugal is ready, so let's declare war on them, because why not? We have the backing of the Axis, so declare war. They'll join the Allies, of course, and that will mean probably more land for the... And Timor-Leste was forced to capitulate? What happened there? Something happened. I saw something. Forget it, though. Form the Home Guard. Create an Indonesian unit in West Java. Thank you. Well, that focus would be great for us. And Communist China has capitulated. Well, Communist China with a different name has capitulated. And keep going forward, please. Keep attacking. Good. And what do we do about China? I mean, I'm just going to watch China. I could justify on them. I'm just going to disclose this now. I have player-led peace conferences on. So any kind of peace agreement will inevitably favor Chile joining the Axis. Any kind of peace agreement at all that Indonesia is involved in will inevitably favor it because we have peace conferences, player-led peace conferences on. I don't think I need to intervene in China. I'm just going to stay out of that. We have tons of war already going on in Indonesia right now. Keep taking the Lesser Sunda Islands, though. And the Lend-Lease is definitely flowing in. I can see it. Get these units deployed whenever possible. We need some troops. We need troops desperately. So we got pushed out here, or no, never mind. I guess once we're done with the Sunda Islands, we'll focus entirely on Sumatra, then go for Kalimantan and other places like that. Come on, overwhelm them, use force attack. They're trying to stop us, but we have numbers on our side. And can we deploy these units here? Please get them in this part of Java. We'll try to break out in Sumatra, see what can be done there. Deploy these units and form a new front with this army, the First Army of Indonesia, well, the Army of Indonesia. So form up a front here and begin an offensive shortly and try to break through once all those units are in position. And the plan is just to retake Sumatra from the Dutch and the Allies. But the war in the Sunda Islands will be over soon. Get these units up here, please. Just need a few of them. And once they have enough organization, we will begin the offensive. It just needs time to be built up. And back to the Sunda Islands, the Dutch are continuing their route across, well, the colonial government of the Dutch East Indies is continuing their route across the area. And here's some Lend-Lease from Mexico and the German Reich. Thank you for the equipment. We need it. Need to make more divisions. Keep pushing here. Were we forced to retreat? What is that? Just defeat them. Drive them back. Use force attack. Get to this port. All I gotta do is take one port. And the Dominion of Canada has capitulated. The Dominion of Canada is down. That is a big blow to the Allies, I imagine. Yeah, it's over. The Allies got destroyed in North America for sure. And now the Americans, I imagine, will focus a lot of attention on the British. So keep pushing here, though. Use force attack. And let me start this offensive in this area. So push forward here, overwhelm the enemy. And there is no more other Axis troops really in this area in our chain of islands, well, in Indonesia, effectively. I think there's some in Papua New Guinea, but that's mostly the Australians. Yeah, they're over there. Just overwhelm whatever's left of the Dutch here. We're nearly done. They have no more ports to retreat from, so these guys are essentially stuck if they're still in this area. Yeah, they're going to be wiped out. That Sumatra division, whatever that unit is for the Dutch East Indies. And deploy these units now. These are garrison troops deployed. I mean, they are technically colonial garrison troops. We just need all the units we can get. Panama has canceled the Lend-Lease. Oh well, we need more equipment though. Keep fighting for this area, get this over with. And can we just march on Timor-Leste, or do we need naval support? We may need naval support, I don't know. We'll have to see about that. And Bulgaria joins the Allies. They revolted against someone. Oh, Macedonia is fighting Bulgaria. And do I launch a naval invasion into these areas? I could. I may do that. So let's get like one division and try to launch a naval invasion over here when possible. We do have Axis support in the region. Yes, we do. Move all these other guys over here. And I can only hope that the attacks on those islands go well. Is any of the British Navy even here at all? I don't think so. At least by joining the getting the Americans on our side, basically means we have the support of their massive navy. I think their side in the Civil War had a massive navy anyway. And we're going to be ready soon, once that invasion is ready to go. Launch an offensive into Timor-Leste and, whatever's still controlled by the Dutch in the Lesser Sunda Islands. I'm glad Australia is on our side also, because their navy is helping us out. Destroy this these two Dutch East Indies divisions. And there's one infantry brigade from the Constitutionalists of America, but they're going to be destroyed in the fighting. And when this naval invasion is ready, well, it's ready now. Here goes one of our territorial garrison troops. Move forward, please. Take all of this area. Just destroy these troops. Venezuela had a civil war. It's over. And a civil war is going on in Greece. Can we be more aggressive, please? Be as aggressive as possible. We got to win this war somehow. And we've taken this island here. Take all this. Form the home guard is complete. Good, and now let's complete KNIL Marines and take the rest of this area for Indonesia. Terrific, and Home Guard has been deployed. That focus is done, and this one unit is going to be moved to Timor-Leste. Or could we even launch a naval invasion into, I may do that, launch a naval invasion into central Kalimantan and force the Dutch East Indies to capitulate. I think I may be able to get away with it. Just keep pushing into Southeast Asia. I may also attack Siam. I don't know. Do we justify on Spain? We could. They are communists, so that may not be the best idea. I don't think the German Reich wants to fight the Comintern right now. They want to do it on their own terms. So let's not worry about that and just focus on Kalimantan instead. Give one division over here on this order. And just in case British Malaya has a few troops that could oppose us, I think British Malaya is probably busy dealing with other stuff at this point in time. But it's better safe than sorry. And are we done with Timor-Leste? We nearly are. Keep capturing the rest of this island. Nearly done here, nearly done. And all this is going to belong to Indonesia, which is a boon for us, cause of manpower. And what do we need here? Oh, we need naval superiority. Whatever. We'll attack once we're ready. Keep pushing into Sumatra, though. There is a handful of divisions trying to stop us, and they are not going to matter too much, I think, just due to our numbers difference. Just go around them, maneuver around them, deploy these units in Sumatra, continue driving back their army. And let me just start deploying only infantry divisions now. We have enough troops for it, I think. Well, equipment is still a little scarce, but it's whatever. Actually, let me change that. What are you guys doing? No, don't go to that. Go to this. These guys are just going to focus on... They got to get through the South China Sea. Yeah, I may need more of a navy. Oh well, so actually, never mind. Don't go to infantry divisions. Just keep getting territorial commandos. Because we just need to really make smaller divisions in order to deploy as many units as possible. USA canceled their Lend-Lease, and how is equipment looking for us right now for this average division? It is a tons of Lend-Lease stuff, as you can see here, like small arms from Haiti to Congo, Mexico, and Costa Rica. And then we have the more local designs, well, local manufactured equipment. Push through here, we have some free civilian factories, build some military factories maybe. That could help us out immensely. And the KNIL Marines focus we were doing earlier will be done shortly, even though I shouldn't have bothered with it. Oh well. Push here though, overwhelm the Dutch, cut them off, make sure they can't get away or nothing like that. Use force attack, just encircle them. They're heavily outnumbered. This battle should be easy. one would think. So anyway, South China Sea is... We need naval superiority here so badly. Can we not attack somewhere else? You're attacking a place... Why are you attacking there? Don't worry about the South China Sea. Go somewhere else. At least we have some German Kriegsmarine ships around this area. That does help us slightly. Just ever so slightly. And I gotta change up the orders now. Let's instead go for naval invasion. What is the easiest place for us to attack? Attack this port here. Is that easier? I guess so, yeah, it is. Okay, just focus on that instead. Great, now just try to focus here. Annihilate all the Dutch opposition we run into. Just get to Aceh up here in northern Sumatra. And that will be it for this war. I mean, I'm thinking it's going to be it. We're probably going to take central Kalimantan. But hopefully the naval landings there will go well. And we'll also fight British in the Sarawak region. The Northern Borneo Federation, as it's called. And the Germans have taken a naval base in Sabah. So the British Malaya is going to have to deal with that. I don't think they're going to be... They won't be able to really deploy any response to our landings once those are ready to go. And I could actually just... I think I'm just going to send them support. Forget doing this. Just use the port the Germans already have captured for our benefit and our advance here. Can I get any more troops out? No, I cannot. Oh well. But Indonesia is pushing quite nicely along. The Dutch are losing ground. And that is only really inevitable. Well, it's not really surprising at this point, considering the Axis is just dominating the Allies right now. Ever since the USA got on our side, it was going to be like this, probably. And the Germans are fighting pretty hard in Ireland. There's a battle there between the Germans, I think some Slovak troops in Ireland. There's no signs of a naval invasion yet, or there could be. I don't believe there is. Naval invasion of Britain, but time will tell what happens there. And how is the Belgium's just trying to stay invisible, aren't they? That's what they're trying to do. They have not been invaded by anyone yet, but they're just there. Meanwhile, Afghanistan is trying to hold back the British here. They are keeping the British and the British Raj tied down, so that's good for Germany, I suppose. We've made a landing here. And did the Germans bail out of this area? I guess they did. Don't delete all the orders. That was a mistake before. Defend this area, though. Just hold your ground and try to reinforce your position once we can do that. So deploy all these units here and get these guys in this area. Also, continue pushing up here into North Sumatra. So we have, what is this? We have 7 divisions going into this area, Brunei. Just get up here and fight back the enemies here. Also in the focus tree, let's do interventionism. Get that completed, please. They have so many units. Take this province. Don't just attack everything. Hold down the port, though. We do need a lot of troops up here, because this will be the last stand of the Dutch East Indies. We just need more troops here. Come on. And what is the... How much closer are they to capitulation? They're at 42% and they need to control 20% or less. Can we get more troops up here, please? Once we get all these divisions set up, we'll launch an offensive probably. And maybe go on to Singapore after that? I don't know. Just keep drawing back these units here. Nepal, no, they're Turkish. There's Turkish troops here. Wow. Army focus is done. Good. And now, let us do... Interventionism is going to be done. Let's do... complete support company, engineer company 1. And can we start an offensive in this area? I say yes, we have manpower for all this. So push forward, overwhelm them wherever we can. Take whatever Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact has been signed. No war between the Germans and USSR, it seems. And cut these guys off. Make sure they can't really get out of there. Encircle them, basically. Just trap these British Malayan divisions. And if everything goes well, we'll eventually try to attack Singapore with some Indonesian troops. So cut these British Malayan troops off. They're stuck now. And are they using the... Okay, never mind. They're stuck, though. They are stuck. Good. Just keep moving forward and destroy these encircled troops. Use force attack. Continue on to Sumatra. We need more units deployed, maybe. We need more supply, also. I noticed that. We need trains. Lovely. And how many railroads do we have? Railways. We have no railways. But we have some, I think. Well, not here, anyway. Yeah, it's a little bit of a disaster. I will admit we don't even have railways, but we're trying to make do here. And we destroy those encircled units, move forward into Sarawak and Kalimantan. The British Malay is really suffering there. In our focus tree, let's go. Soviet armed forces occupy East Poland. I guess the Germans just gave that up. And now let's go to limited conscription. We went to partial mobilization using our political power. Yeah, the Germans invaded Poland earlier, and now they just gave some land to the Soviets because they asked nicely, I suppose. I mean, the alternative was probably a war, so I can't really blame them. And keep pushing here. The the Axis has landed in another part of this island. Now I need more troops. Get some more research done. Concentrated Industry 4. Get Construction 4 done as well. Just drive on the North Sumatra. There's some Free French troops here too. Great, that is annoying. Whatever. Just defeat the enemy, that's all I gotta do. Just overwhelm them. Take this entire island. Just end this. Mexico is helping us out a little bit here. Push this area. Denmark joins the Allies. Denmark, that was a mistake. I don't know why you want to join the Allies at this point. That was a bad call. And Ireland has fallen completely to the Axis, which a big force consisting of Americans, Mexicans, and the German Reich are here. They'll probably go after Man, and there's a naval invasion by the British in Northern Ireland. I think it was a naval invasion anyway. I imagine that's not going to end well. Take this place up here, capture it, end this war. Are they going to move around to protect that? Denmark has joined the war. That was a mistake. Unless they get like Sweden's help or something. Yeah, I think they may regret joining the war joining the World War II. And keep pushing here, keep going forward. Take all this. Take all this. Come on, Kalimantan needs to be captured. We took all this. Well, we captured this entire area. We captured Aceh in North Sumatra. This area is basically completely ours. And I'm thinking, I believe the Dutch East Indies will collapse soon because they're losing a lot of their important cities, and that'll be a big blow to them, to the Allies. And the German Reich wants manpower support. They have a good amount of manpower already. We'll give you 50k. I think we already gave you 60k. We already gave you like 100k already for garrison support. So there's going to be a lot of Indonesians going to go over to like Eastern Europe and France to act as occupation forces, as well as Ireland. So that's going on. Take this city here, please. End this war. They possibly can't fight on any longer. Let me check. Yeah, this is going to be over pretty soon. They're going to be forced to capitulate. Hand over all your land. Be done with it. Greece is going to fight Turkey, so they're going to join the Allies. There we go. Denmark has capitulated. I don't know what they expect to happen. And Greece joined the Axis. Never mind. Okay then. Greece and India, some white peace was signed. Iceland has gone independent. And can I please get these guys here to move? There's some Dutch divisions still surviving here. Continue taking over this island. These guys are stuck. They have a port still, so they aren't exactly stuck to that degree, but it's not looking so good for them. And once we're done with taking all of Indonesia, we're going to go to war. Well, we're going to send troops into British Malaya, as well as in Indochina and Philippines, which I think the Americans are already in the Philippines right now. So the Philippines may not matter at that point in time, but it's fine. It is fine. And let me look here at our war goals, just to get an idea of what land we need to annex. Like this focus here, annex British Malaya, annex make Philippines a puppet. Tsardom of Bulgaria has capitulated, claim Timor, claim Guinea, and we'll do something about that maybe in the future. No national focus set. Now let's do the focus. Let me go here, look around. Do Ambonese auxiliaries. That's going to be done. And modify officer corps. Don't worry about that. Just take this city. Oh my goodness, the British are really determined to hold down the line here, aren't they? And these guys here were destroyed. The entirety of the Indonesian military is going to be heading into Kalimantan now. And do I even have trains researched? I need trains, but I don't even have them researched. I'm going to have to do that soon enough. They'll link up here with these Axis troops in this part of the island. Cut these guys off. These two British divisions, they're going to be completely isolated. Can I get some more troops deployed maybe? No, I cannot. How many units do we even have in the field? Let me check my army numbers. We have a whopping 65,000 soldiers in the field, and we need 200,000, for example, to demand a piece of land from the Australians. So we're a little way off from that. Once we have control of all the Dutch East Indies, though, it shouldn't be that hard to accomplish something like that, though. Hey, can we please, why are you defending this area so much? There's Turkish divisions here in the Dutch East Indies, as well as a British division. Is there any naval invasion of the UK yet? No. You guys take so long. There is some fighting in the Middle East. The UK troops there are holding out in Palestine, it looks like. They're trying to take back Egypt, which fell entirely to the Italians, I think. Also, the Portuguese Republic the Portuguese Republic, who we went to war with, still controls all of their African territories, though not for much longer, I would think. Free military factories, make more weapons, please. Have we taken this land here? Take it, come on, overwhelm all these units. Just get it completed, just get that over with. Now let's actually do this. Launch an all-out offensive and defeat the British in this area. The British are really making this hard, aren't they? They really are. They have 7 divisions here. Siam joined the Japanese faction, a Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Spear, and Japan invaded Indochina. Or did they demand it? What happened? I think they may have demanded it. Yeah, and I just realized this, but Tojo is now in charge of fascist Japan. Interesting. They demanded French Indochina, and they got it. So that explains that then. And the United Mexican States is going to send us some Lend-Lease, some equipment. Thank you. Mexico, push here though. Take this area. Kalimantan has fallen, and Dutch East Indies should be done for, I would think. They have like 1 city left. So move some units over here, please. Put like 7 divisions, and just take over this area we were driven from ages ago, it feels like. So we'll launch that offensive when possible. Get this over with. We will have our victory over the Dutch East Indies and whatever's left of the Netherlands. Meanwhile, let's check on Afghanistan. They are really having a fun time, aren't they? They truly are. That's crazy. And get this over with, please. Win this war. They're going to be leaving that port soon, I think. Destroy these encircled Turkish troops. Make sure they don't escape. Just annihilate these divisions. 1 Turkish division, 1 Norwegian division. They're gone now. 1 British division, 1 Dutch division. Wow, that's a lot of different countries who sent troops to fight in Indonesia. That's crazy. And the Germans are constantly moving troops around. The Philippines are holding out relatively well. I may have to help out the Americans and the Germans there. They've stacked up like an entire army. Guys, that's like overkill. You're fighting like 6 divisions, and you sent in like 20. Why are you guys not advancing? Advance more. We also captured some dockyards, and with this, we need more steel, don't we? Yes, we need to trade some steel. Ask for some steel. Get some from the USA. Keep pushing here, though. We have 1 more port before this war's over. And are the Dutch East Indies even around anymore? I mean, they officially capitulated, but it's just the British are holding out here, which just drags the whole thing along. But they are encircled, though, so all these international troops are going to be destroyed in, they're going to be destroyed in West Kalimantan. Then after this, we will invade Singapore. Well, we'll attack Terengganu and go through there to reach Kalimantan. And in our focus tree, let's go with, land doctrine, let's unlock mass assault. Good, modified government, don't worry about that for now. Just defeat whatever's left of these allied troops here. That is over. Great, and what are we going to do? I say we focus on taking British Malaya first. So with that in mind, how are we going to do this? Do we have ships here? No, we do not. We need some Axis support. That would help monumentally. And that is a German railway artillery unit. Interesting. They're sending them to Indonesia. Wow, so let's get 5 divisions. We'll launch an attack with our best troops on part of... We could attack Singapore right off the bat. That'd be a big move, though. Send 5 divisions there. And send 5 divisions... Do this. And before we do anything, though, launch this 1 division as like a distraction. Take Muar, or attempt to. Just launch attacks at every single base, every single naval position, every single port controlled by British Malaya. Just do all that. Come on now, get these guys ready also, and we'll be ready to go. This will be a big test for the Indonesian military. Once we are ready to begin, we will need some naval support probably, so there is that. We can afford to wait though. We may launch all the naval invasions as soon as they're ready. They're going to be launched at different times essentially. And we just need to capture that island, that area, that peninsula. And now in the focus tree, let's do expand officer corps to get us more generals. Meanwhile, the Americans are trying to advance through the Philippines more. Why are they focusing so hard? And there's a Soviet Civil War. Russian Civil War, I mean. Go figure. And the United Kingdom considers continental intervention. A little bit too late for that, wouldn't you think? yet. It may not. I think you're a little late on that one, UK. Just a tad bit late. I really hope we can get naval support for this invasion. That's all I need. Just some kind of naval support. Hey, let me dedicate a lot of my production here to. I need make destroyers. Or no, we lost a license production from the Netherlands, didn't we? Let me license something from the Germans. So please, Germany, let me build some of your submarines on a license basis. So go to naval equipment, and what is cheapest? Why do you have so many convoy variants? Can you even upgrade convoys? I want something cheap, something really cheap. Submarines, Type 3 class. Yes, give me that. Send. Good, we can make like a 2 submarine navy. All we need is 1 submarine for naval superiority, which we'll start working on that now. Come on, we have to get these things deployed. Start making those instead of convoys, and those submarines will hopefully be what we need. The dawn of the Soviet bloc, and we are no longer getting the effects of fascist support. Okay, never mind. Here comes the naval invasions. There we go. What are the British Malayans going to do? They're going to do... I have no idea. We're going to land here, though, successfully in the north part of the country. That's a big blow for the British Malaya right away. And now we have a foothold. And let's deploy several divisions up here and heavily overwhelm whatever we can come across, if possible. They have land forts up here on the border with Siam, but it doesn't matter. And have we taken this area, or are we getting resistance everywhere? Guangxi Click has capitulated, and now we have to send units to the area near Singapore. So get that done now. Launch these guys, send them off. Get that done. There is a naval invasion landing at Singapore now. There's no opposition to them, so that's going to happen. Just defeat British Malaya. And after this, I don't know what we're going to do. We may actually go over to... head over onto British... or go here. I don't know. We could launch a naval invasion against the UK. Or attempt to. Maybe. I don't know. I gotta think about all that. So let's defeat the... we took Singapore. Singapore has fallen, and the 1 Dutch division that was defending British Malaya has moved out of the important city they were supposed to protect. So whatever they were doing, it doesn't matter now. And let me research trains. I need trains, don't I? I need trains. I demand trains. Give me trains. I need them for logistic purposes. I also need to probably build a bunch of railways, or maybe not. Okay, trains are actually over here, and mechanized infantry. And the Philippines has been beaten, or no, they're not here. Are they here? Yes, they are. Never mind. Get this done, though. German Reich has signed a peace treaty with with Liberia or something, perhaps. And in a focus tree, let us do a research tree. Let's get the next upgrade for mechanized infantry. Good. Good. And get Armored Car 30 researched. Here's some Lend-Lease from Turkey and from the USA. Thank you. The Indonesian military will appreciate it. Finish off the enemy here. These guys are done for. They're completely destroyed, essentially. And British Malaya has capitulated. There we go. So our war here is over. Is everything secured in this part of Asia for the Axis? I would say so, yes. And let me expand the size of our divisions. Okay, never mind. We don't even have the military power for that. I mean the military XP. But destroy these Dutch and Turkish divisions in Indonesia. Well, Malaya, really. And where do we focus on? We're pretty much secure, except for this one area here controlled by the Philippines, but that doesn't really matter because it's an island with, say, 140,000 people living on it, which, in the grand scheme of Hearts of Iron 4, they're not going to have a lot of manpower for divisions, let's just say that. And let's do the focus, city fortifications. We could launch an offensive into the British Raj. I may pull that off. Could we? We may do that. Could we invade Ceylon? What do we do here? We need naval support in some way. And they have so many ships there, wow. We could invade Siam, but they're part of the Japanese faction, so that's not worth it. We're in a very odd situation, aren't we? And can we just go to... we could invade Iraq and invade Persia to help out. Wait, United Kingdom could go to war against them. We may invade Iraq. Or no. Ultimately, we need to defeat the UK, but they have so many ships. What do we do? That's the question. And can we just ask for an invasion of... okay, we may do that. Union of the Soviet bloc. Okay, let's just justify on the People's Republic of Spain, since the USSR isn't as strong as it used to be. And as for our military, I don't know what to do with these guys. I really don't. I gotta think of something, somewhere to send them. Let's send them to Africa, perhaps? Or no? I have no idea. We could just try to launch a naval invasion against the UK? There's just, like, no ships here at all. Like, they heavily outnumber everything. It's absurd. Do we just sit around and wait for some kind of what? Some kind of naval superiority? We could try to do that. Could be a mistake, but we could attempt it. And there's just no avenue of attack toward the UK that would go very well. I believe there's up here in where is this? In Shetland? Shetland? I don't know. Just send the entire Indonesian army up here, and we'll try and position ourselves to get into to launch a naval invasion on the UK and end this war with the Allies. We are justifying on the People's Republic of Spain. Reason why we're doing this is so that the Axis can get a better position to attack Portugal from. And Spain is part of the Comintern or the Soviet bloc, but it doesn't really matter because they're busy in a civil war right now. And if the USSR fell, the Union of the Soviet Socialist Republics fell, that could help out Afghanistan since they're geographically disconnected from the rest of the Axis. I don't know if the Germans will be so keen on doing stuff there, but time will tell if they will be or not. And we're sending our entire military over to that place in Scotland or Norway, whatever. Let's get ready with a naval invasion, though. Just get preparations made in advance to try and land in Scotland. Try to land here at that port. Try to land here at this port. Just get it done. See what happens. Hopefully, we'll have the opportunity to attempt something, but I don't know if we will or not. There's so many divisions we have to plan. Put all these divisions here. I'm thinking since the UK is fighting in so many places, if we're able to just land in the United Kingdom, well, Britain will be not heavily defended, but we'll see if that works out. And now we're ready to fight Spain, but we're already at war with the Dutch East Indies. That doesn't matter. Fight Spain. Call in all of our allies. And there we go. So now the USSR is inevitably going to be called in, probably. So we'll see what happens there. There they go. That could be bad for them. Romania is going to go ahead and fight the Soviets. And Romania is probably going to make some pretty big advances there. And can we get these guys up to to Scotland, please? They have a long voyage for them, though. They got to go all the way from Indonesia from that set of islands all the way up here in, like, this area, which that is a long, long trip. But we're just going to spectate what's going on with the Soviet invasion, with Romanian invasion of the USSR. Hungary claims overlordship over Slovakia. They annexed 2 countries. That is, wow. And are the Germans going to fight the French? Are they going to fight Spain? I have no idea. Meanwhile, the Axis is trying to push more into Arabia. There's a bunch of trapped divisions here now. Those British troops are going to get destroyed. The United Kingdom is still trying to hold their position in Africa, though. That is happening. They're fighting to hold on to Central Africa and South Africa. And what happened with the Congo? The Congo Free State, they're part of the Axis. So, did Belgium just hand that over? I guess they did. Maybe they did. And how is the army of Indonesia doing now? They are now they're going by India. They're at the bottom of India right now. We also have some units approaching the Suez Canal. It looks like, which is controlled by the Axis, much to our benefit. We don't have to go all the way around Africa. And here's a new division. Stop making these colonial divisions, please. Or maybe we should just make more infantry divisions. Do that. We have tons of captured equipment now, I imagine, or at least a little bit for a few more divisions. We need to start making trains when possible, too. And I think I'm going to end part 2 of what is my Road to 56. My Road to 56 Dutch East Indies Fascist Path playthrough and Hearts of Iron 4. You can check out Road to 56 in the video description. The link to the mod is there. If you enjoyed the video itself, make sure to like and subscribe.